Live, we're going live. We're here, we're live, and hey, good morning. It is Thursday. It's 7:24. 2 hours after the 5:30 mark, so we're 2 hours late. But that's okay. I had to get out last night. We are hanging out. The neighbors, social distancing though. We were. But we were hanging out talking about what's going on. It's good chat and keeping proper distancing and talking about the virus and how it's going. I'm Greg Mester, Scrum Master and Agile Coach, and this is the 5 a.m. Mester Scrum Show at 7:30 where we're late. But today I'm kind of enjoying because the wife doesn't have to go to work today, so it means I don't have to teach kids, so I can get all my stuff done. So I didn't have to do everything I had to do. Because I'll be honest with you, everybody said, "Oh, it'd be tough now." I said it gets a little dicey there with this coronavirus, and I feel for y'all because I'm kind of doing the same. The ones who aren't working, I feel for you. Every time I try to tip extra when I get something from a store or something like that, because I know it's hard making any money or making ends meet. And I feel for you. And I'm hoping that we get back to business soon and we get going. And hopefully we're learning as we go, because I think it's going to crack soon here in the States. I hear in Europe they're already letting people out. So we'll see how it goes. And here we talk about Scrum and Agile in a practical way, tactical way, so that you have time to enjoy your family. I posted up last night. And at the same time, bring more value to the customer, because you shouldn't have to work crazy hours to bring what the customer needs, right? And last night late, I posted up a little video clip of I was working in the kitchen the other day with the kids and doing the teleconferences and helping them at the same time. My daughter was standing up next to some light came down from the skylight in the kitchen and hit her shirt and just sparkled up against the wall. It was amazing. And I could have missed that because if I wasn't there and just working around like crazy and not paying attention. But I saw it out of the corner of my eye and I said, wow, that's really neat. I videotaped it because it was just cool. Things like that. You work all the time and you miss stuff like those little things that happen in life, and take a chance to watch the bird fly, or watch the clouds in the sky go across. And you know sometimes you just need to step back a little bit, relax. And you know why? Because it lets you work better and faster later on. You don't burn out. And when you burn out, you can't produce, and you actually produce a lot less. So part of the idea of taking a break every once in a while, so you don't burn out. And everybody has passion about what they do, but sometimes you need to take a break, man. Sorry. Can't go 24/7. And this little picture I put up on the intro picture, this is Eddie. The kids were out there doing watercolors the other day. I think his trees are getting much better. By the way, it's his birthday today. So we're gonna celebrate that a little bit. He made me a Lamborghini, a Lambo, and he watches a lot of that. The sharers, they got their Lamborghinis. He's a big YouTube sharer guy. He likes to watch that. So one day he'll be YouTube famous, I have a feeling. Anyway, so what we're going to talk about today, kind of off topic, talking about little things. I got two things. I want to talk about the Agile Oakland and New Zealand meeting we had. I went to the other day. Why I was late? Because I was up until 2 o'clock in the morning, and they just posted that. So I'm going to share their post probably around lunchtime today from the event. And then, but at the event, one of the things I'm going to talk about competition, and that's what the compete is in the title. And the other thing, we're going to talk a little Help Desk Chronicles. As I said, started that a little bit, and I got another Help Desk story from one of my buddies hanging out and talking last night. So I have a little Chronicle story about that. So first off, so the event was pretty cool the other day with New Zealand and talking to people on the other side of the planet, and just topic areas. And the people presenting had some ideas for some new frameworks on how to do some framework adjustments in Agile, and they put a lot of work into it. A lot of details into it, a lot of stuff going on. But one of the things we talk about making new principles, we spent a little 5-minute thing, and I think it was less than 5 minutes, to be honest with you. I don't think it was 5 minutes, but a principle. And I was putting my marketing hat on, right? And something I see as a new Agile principle that you should have, maybe adjust. I might start adjusting some of the principles, the marketing principles, and see what's out there. But I wanted to write and Agile, and I wrote it down. Don't be afraid of competition. Embrace it. Maybe that's a new Agile marketing principle. So many people just bury their heads in their code and what they're doing, and they don't see what's going on around them, and they get caught surprised. You know, stuff's out there for everybody to look, see what the other groups are doing. Always keep an idea on what your competition is doing and how they're doing stuff and what they're producing out there. You should keep track of that and kind of understand what's going on. And that's always something good to have. Hey, big boy, you coming on the show?
Mm-hmm.
Hi. Did you do your homework? You did your spelling words already?
Yeah.
All right, awesome. How you doing today?
Good.
Anything special going on today?
Yeah.
What's going on today?
My birthday.
Your birthday? No. Anyway, so Eddie's here. He wanted to be here on his birthday, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. So
I saw your link.
you saw my link pop up
Mm-hmm.
because you rang the bell?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Awesome. But as we were talking about, embracing the competition, don't be afraid of it. Everybody's afraid of the competition. Oh, I can't look at it. And I related this to one of the episodes we had talked about before, where companies, only let people be their customer. They don't let them be in customer outside. But I'm like, really encourage your team to be customers outside. Find out what they're doing right or doing wrong. Or are you doing things better? If you're not doing that, you don't have a perspective when you're writing these codes and these product lines. What is good and what's bad, right? So don't be afraid of the competition. Let your staff, be customers of your competition too. See how it goes. It's not going to kill you. If it does, and you got a terrible product, then you might as well give up now. But don't be afraid of competition. Embrace them. That's one of the principles in the Agile world, right? So you can adjust what you're doing. Use Agile to help you adjust to what your competition is doing. Now, the other topic is the Help Desk Chronicles, and I kind of hinted at a little bit in this previous conversation we just had about don't be afraid of your competition and let your competition use other people's products, experience it, see what they do, experiments what we do. And that goes into understanding your product. So here's a Help Desk Chronicle for today. Ooh, Help Desk Chronicle. Ooh, storytelling. So I'm going to read what I wrote. Here's a user. And this one's not me for a change. User, I can't access the software. Help Desk. Okay, I changed this. Are you seeing what you need? User, I don't know. Help Desk. Well, I don't know either because I have never used this software. How are you supposed to help your customer if you've never? And I thought it was operations, like operational software, maybe. I don't know. If you don't know what the software does, you say it's good. You have no idea. And from a help desk perspective, how do you help your customer if you've never used it? And being in the company or whatever it was, it's really important that people know how the software works so they can help have a common language between them and what's going on. And it also relates to what we talked about before. If you're writing code for your product, you should be a customer of your product too. I've watched so much stuff on this coronavirus, everything from the unemployment system to just getting data to accessing stuff where we're doing this. And like the IRS stuff, right? When we were trying to look at we were looking at the check display, and I said, "This is the worst thing I've ever seen in my life." You have an error, but it doesn't tell you what the error is about. If you were the one on the other side of the program using it, you would realize it doesn't work. Oh, and like Pennsylvania liquor stores, they can't even do they can't do online ordering at all. It's so bad. It's so terrible. But they want to say how good they are. I'm like, you sit on the phone for 2 hours trying to order a bottle of wine, and that's all phone order. I'm like, I hope they really put this out in the thing. Hello, Dylan. But they're right, the software. But you need to be a customer on this side. You say, oh, I implemented all this. What you implemented was crap. You know why? You don't know because you don't use the software. You're not in the customer's shoes. So that's part of the Help Desk Chronicles today. Make sure your Help Desk people have used the software that they're helping people on. That way they understand how it works. I mean, I'm going through that now a couple of times. We talked about the last one, but this one was another guy who said, is it doing what you need? How do I know? I don't operate. I've never used the software before, So with that, we're going to say, have a good day. Keeping it short, and give us a thumbs up. If you like what you're hearing, we try to keep things lively and what we're doing, and make sure you take some time to enjoy the little things, have some fun with family and friends, go for a walk, get out of the house. I do think it's kind of getting long on this thing. Ring the little bell. Go and put stuff out there. I am going to put out the interview stuff. I have to finish editing it a little bit today, and then I'll post it, and then we'll see how things go. With that, have a great day. Happy Thursday. Enjoy your day and take care. Stay healthy. Bye. See ya.